Hi guys, Makeup by Nemo here, and I'm back today with another video, and I'm really excited to show you guys this look because I got so many comments on Instagram when I posted this look onto my Insta stories, and so I thought what else would be better than to show you guys a video on how I got the look. And so if you guys are interested, stay tuned, and as always, thank you guys for watching. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the bare face. I'm gonna do my eyebrows and my foundation. I'm gonna do one half of my face, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys the other side of the eye look, and we're gonna just finish it off. Okay, so first, using my Masquerade palette by Juvia's Place, I am going to use that shade into my crease area, and I'm just using a windshield wiper back and forth motion. And then next, on top of that, I'm going to use my trusty MAC and Bark. If you know me, you know that I use this literally for everything and anything. It was my first MAC eyeshadow, so literally just throw it in everywhere. And so I'm gonna place that on top of the color that I used from the Masquerade palette. I'm just doing this just to add a little bit more depth in my crease, make it look a little bit more defined. Now we're gonna start to add that blackness, that depth, that smokiness, really the halo eye. And so we're going to use this black shade from my Morphe palette. I'm just going to start off by applying that in the outer corner, kind of tapping it in because I'm using a blending brush so that I can go back and forth and then also place it in the front. So first pack onto the outer corner and then kind of just feather it up. And because this is a halo eye, we're gonna place the black in the outer corner, and then we're also gonna place the black in the front as well. And then once I have it in the area that I want, I just go back into my crease and just use that windshield wiper motion again so that everything is just even. And then I'm gonna go in with a fluffy blending brush and just make sure that everything is nice and blended, and then just even it out. And now to create that light spot in my eyelid, I'm going to use this shade from my Morphe palette, and I'm just gonna pack that onto the center of my lid. And when I do this, I'm gonna use a flat eyeshadow brush. That way I can focus on packing in the center. I don't really want to spread it so much across my lid, being that it is a halo eye, and so focus on just packing. And I open to see how it looks on my eye, and then I kind of close a little bit again just so I can get it right in the spot where it needs to be. And I think that that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna go in with the blending brush and just matte out. And y'all know how I feel about blended, so I'm gonna take my time with this. And then just to add a little bit more black, say if I feel like it's kind of fading out, I'll go back in with that black from my Morphe palette and just go over it. And just for a little bit of an added touch on the eyelid, I'm going to use this shade from MAC's Holiday palette, and this is the Rose Gold palette. I'm going to use a little bit of that and press it onto my eyelid in the part where it is lighter, so in the center of my eyelid. And for this eyeshadow, I kind of like to use it with my finger. I feel like it's more effective. I just get a nicer touch than when I use a brush. Okay, so I went ahead and applied some top liner, and now we're gonna go in and highlight. To highlight, I am using MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC50, and I'm gonna add a little bit of NC45 as well. I wish they had an in-between shade like a NC47. That would be perfect. I wouldn't have to mix two. But it is what it is, so we're gonna go in with both of those shades, and then we're going to highlight. And underneath our eyes, T-zone, bridge of our nose, and then chin as well. And I like to highlight in these areas because these are the areas where light bounces off of you. And so it kind of creates a little bit more dimension, adds a little bit more shape to your face. And so we're also gonna go underneath our cheekbones to chisel them out just a little bit more, have us look a little bit more snatched. I don't know about y'all, but in these winter months, I have gained a couple of pounds. So we are going to contour. Contour, honey. And the thing that I really love about this concealer, I used to use it years ago, guys, when I first started doing makeup. And then I kind of left it alone. But then I picked it back up again and I forgot how much I love this concealer. It dries pretty quickly, and so to me, I like that because it gives me just enough time to work it into the areas that I want it, and then it almost just dry matte, and then me use my translucent powder to set it. I don't know, I just love it. And so then I'm just gonna go back in with the brush that I used for my foundation and kind of just blend everything all together before I set it with my loose powder. And to go over my face one more time before I set it, I'm going to use MAC Studio Fix Compact Powder in the shade NW55. And this just helps everything like blend together really nicely. I don't like to use a lot because this is another foundation. I really do like it because it just gives me like a really flawless application, and that's what I like. So I'm going to put just a little bit onto my brush and then kind of pack it in. And to set, I'm using my Laura Mercier translucent powder in the shade Medium Deep, just to set the areas that I highlighted. And ladies and gentlemen, what we are going to take out of 2018, what we're not going to do in 2018, is pack translucent powder onto the areas that we highlighted. We're not going to use that much anymore, ladies. I don't need to see pounds of powder underneath your eyes. I don't feel like we need to see it anymore. We're gonna leave that in 2017. How about that? Leave that in 2017. All you need is a little bit and just press it in. And that's it. Let that set underneath your eyes. Look up towards the ceiling so that it really gets into those fine lines and those creases. And you'll be set. I'm gonna set in some of my smile lines, my chin, and also the bridge of my nose. So I went ahead and added some lashes, and I did a bit of eyeliner in my lower lash line. I'm gonna go in with a dark brown eyeshadow. This one is from the Holiday palette, again, from MAC Cosmetics. I'm gonna go in with that shade and just apply that to my lower lash line. Just kind of smudge it out. And it kind of adds a little bit more smoke, a little bit more depth to the entire eye look. I just want to go ahead and lightly set my face with a little bit of MAC's Black Powder in the shade Deep Dark. Now I have super oily skin, and so I just want to do this just to set my face and make sure that I will be good throughout the day. I really like this powder because it sets your face really nicely and it just really controls that oil. And for a touch of color on my cheeks, I'm going to be using this shade in e.l.f.'s Blush palette. And I really like this palette. It gives you 4 colors and the pigment is really nice on them. So I think this is a really good, inexpensive drugstore buy. And y'all, believe it or not, but I have actually been into less highlighter lately. I know, who would have knew? I'm going to just use a little bit of highlighter. This is ColourPop's highlighter in a Wisp. This is one of my favorite highlighters. I'm just going to use a little bit on the top of my cheekbones, but again, I don't really want to do too much highlight for this look. I kind of like it matte, but I'm just going to add just a little bit. Y'all know I can't go without cold turkey like that. I can't do that. I'm going to add a little bit onto the bridge of my nose as well, a little bit onto my brow bone. And to add a little bit of contour, I'm gonna use MAC Studio Fix Compact in the shade NW58. And I think this is a really good contour, or a really good way to contour. Say if you don't wanna use any liquids or anything, you just want something quick, but something that does the job. I really like Studio Fix Compact. And then to line my lips, I'm going to be using MAC's Chestnut. And then I'm going to be using MAC's lipstick in the shade Masculinity. This is actually from an old collection. I'm not sure what collection this is. I think it was from its Work It Out collection. So it's not available anymore, but it's a nice luster, so I really like it a lot. And so this is the final look, guys. I really hope you all like it. I got so many comments, so many DMs on it, so I thought, or better yet than to just do the look so that you guys can see how I achieved it. It was really quick, really simple, and so if you guys want to recreate the look, feel free to do so. Add your own spin, your own twist on it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.